Right. Anyway, guys, we are live here on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. And if anybody wants to join in, I'm in my little quiet voice here. I got my indoor voice going here because we're listening to birds in the background. There's a lot of
Yes.
birds around us.
Yeah.
We're listening to the waves of
Many
the
birds
ocean
here.
blasting against the shoreline across the street. So, and I got my wife here,
25
and she
times.
doesn't like when I talk too loud. So
Well, sometimes you yell. You
she's
yell.
she's making me
Mostly.
bacon right now. I can smell it cooking.
Making bacon.
She's making
Turkey bacon.
bacon. I had a poster like that
2025.
when I was a kid. I was in grade 7, and a girl brought me a poster for Christmas that said "Making
Making
Bacon,"
bacon.
and it had two pigs humping. That was the poster. I remember putting it up my wall. It's like my dad laughed. My mom goes, "Oh my God, I can't believe some girl in your grade gave you that poster." It's called "Making Bacon." It was two pigs humping. I go, "That was great." So I put it on my wall. It was a big poster, "Making Bacon." I thought that was funny.
25
It was
times.
okay. It was from a girl, not a guy. It was all good, and she was a pretty girl too, just like my wife. Maybe it was my wife. Was it you? Wasn't you, was
Mm-hmm.
it? No, it wasn't. Her name was Sheila, if I remember.
But I remember that saying.
Making bacon? Yeah, making bacon.
Nice.
Anyway, guys, join in the live gate here. This is actually Wendy's channel, okay? But I've kind of commandeered it.
Yes.
I shoot a lot of videos for her.
My channel.
Otherwise, she would just put it by the wayside and never shoot any more videos for it. But she does have some artsy things on here, too. Let me just, there we go. You can see the palm trees behind us. Hey, Joe, it's been a while. Hey, who do we have there? Logan. Oh, cool. Logan Hughes. Oh, good to see you in there, man. Yeah, it's been a while for sure. I mean, I shoot videos every day on here. I do shorts. I do short videos. It is sunny, man. It is really warm out here. And unfortunately, I do have to wear these glasses to read that, but they kind of act as magnifying glasses. And it feels like my eyeballs are going to burn out from the sun coming through these glasses here.
You
Right?
gotta be sitting where I am.
I mean, I
Sitting.
could, but if I put this on, then I can't really read.
No, you gotta
So, but
read.
it's better for my eyes. Anyway,
You need a hat, a baseball hat on to shadow
I do.
like me.
Anyway, yeah, it's been a while there, Logan, and like I say, I've been shooting short videos on here every day, and also on Banana JSSI, and also on Jungle Joe C Video Gate. So, my very first channel I started in 2008. I haven't shot videos on there since I think it was late June 2010. It's been a long time. You know what happened? I I somehow got logged out of it and I couldn't get back in, so I just started Banana JSSI. Right? Who do we have there? Nuri. Hey, good to have you in there, Neural. Drawing only. I hope this is coming in okay. We're running on um,
Starlink.
Starlink. I have a Starlink system on the roof of the house, and it seems to work pretty good. Neural says hi. I say hi. There we go. Now we're live again. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go over to this thing closer to the Starlink. There we go. Closer to the Starlink, and that way it's not gonna cut out on me. Right on. There we go. So yeah, thanks for subbing. And I'm always, like I say, I'm always uploading content on here. It's kind of random stuff, but mostly kind of plant stuff. With the shorts, I do like to put music to it. You know, it's I like music, so I always try to put some funky music to the videos here. Anyway, right now it's probably about 70. I'm going to say 71 degrees out here Fahrenheit for my American viewers. A lot of American viewers, and we got blue skies, sunshine. This around for 1 sec, just so you can see what it looks like here. Okay, we'll give you a little scan of the back, and you can see these in the shorts I shoot. Right? So it's a jungle garden here on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. And for those of you people that do not know where the southern Gulf Islands are, we are located off the extreme southwest coast of British Columbia. And there's the native trees right there. And there's some arbutus trees, Pacific Madrona trees, big ones. Those are over 100 feet tall. And they've just finished blooming. So then they're going to get berries on them too. And this is what a North Pacific jungle garden looks like, folks. And the palms are blooming. There's the male palms blooming right there. We have a lot of palm trees on this property. I haven't joined in a very long time. Too much explanation for. I'm glad you're back, Logan. Good. I remember you well. I remember you well. You used to join in my live streams. So, and I haven't done one on Banana JSSI for a long time, right? So, but I do them. Well, actually, I haven't even done one on my radio because I actually have a radio channel. That's my Radio Shack right there. And there's one of my beam antennas. So I talk all over the world from that little shack. Another antenna there, another antenna there. And I have another antenna way over on the other side of the house. So, but that's my other channel is Jungle Joe C. How humid does it get there when it's dark? No, humidity's always very low here. Very, very low. On a hot summer day, you're looking at about 37 to, let me turn this around here, 37 to 40% humidity. It's pretty rare that we get humidity here, right? I mean, if it's going to get cloudy and going to rain, then of course it goes up. But no, there hasn't even been any dew on the vehicles in the morning. It's been pretty dry. So humidity's quite low here on the Gulf Islands in the spring and summer months. It's high in the winter months when we get our rain, right? That's that. Hey, honey, how's the bacon? Okay, hang on. I can't. I'm doing a live stream. She's making me bacon. I can't check on. So, yeah, humidity's pretty low here. And rainfall is about half of what Vancouver gets because we are in a rain shadow here on the Gulf Islands, right? So the outer Gulf Islands, which is Galiano, Saturna, Maine, and Pender, get actually a little bit less rainfall than this one because they're more into the rain shadow. We're about 30 to 36 inches of precipitation annually, right? So not a lot because there's places that get a heck of a lot more than that if you go over to the west coast of Vancouver Island. The Big Island gets a lot of rain. They get like about 12 feet of rain a year. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing well out there. And everything's growing really well here, I'll tell you that. I fertilized everything yesterday with Miracle Grow again. And I fertilized the greenhouse with Miracle Grow and the palm nursery. And for those of you just tuning in, we do have a palm nursery here, and we grow all our palms from local seed. We harvest right here on the Gulf Island. I'm looking at the fig tree, man. It looks like a pretty good crop of figs coming on this tree. And then we have more fig trees out front as well. So, but I know a lot of people that tune in from the southeastern states, they do get high humidity down there. Very high humidity and very high heat. So you have way more heat units in here and way more humidity. You know, so plants like needle palms and sable minor palms and those heat-loving palms, they grow really fast down there. As up this far north at 48 degrees north latitude, they're going to grow a little slower. That's just the way it is. Anyway, I better go check on the dinner. And you know what? I'll bring this in with me so you can see what's cooking. Let's go see what's cooking. Something's smelling pretty good. I think it's actually turkey bacon, but there's the view. There's the view I get and Wendy gets from our kitchen windows right there. What do you think? Hi, Joe and Wendy. And yeah, Alaska was great, man. I loved it. It was really nice. That was my 5th time up there, but Wendy out there says that's going to be her last time in Alaska because she does not need to go to Alaska anymore. But I've been up there 5 times. I've done 5 cruises to Alaska. It's funny, mostly Canadians on the cruise. I bumped into 7 islanders from our island on that cruise ship. When we got up there, there were Canadian flags in some of the shop windows, and a couple of shops were taking Canadian money at par. My palms are doing very good. Logan says they have survived a few winters. Awesome. Fahrenheit, -10. Wow, amazing, man. Those are tough palms, buddy. Tough palms. Well, this is my dinner here. And I think she's got this turned way down. I don't know what's going on here. I gotta just... What do you think of that dinner, eh? I think it's really low. That's why that bacon's not cooking. I'm going to turn it up a little bit more because I kind of like crispy bacon. That's actually turkey bacon. What do you think of that? Turkey bacon, yeah. I do turkey bacon because I watch my cholesterol and I do watch what I eat. I eat pretty healthy. I know potatoes are starchy, probably not good for you, but I eat them once in a blue moon. You know, when I was on the cruise ship, when I left here, I was 192 pounds, okay? When I came back from the cruise ship, and trust me, I ate more than everybody else, I was 191.8. I went to the gym every single day, and instead of taking the elevator, I run the stairs, right? So anyway, turkey bacon is lower in fat, And it's a cholesterol thing for me. I really watch the cholesterol thing because I do get high cholesterol, so I got to really be careful. It's a genetic thing. So there we go. We got some beets going in there. We got some potatoes. And then I'm going to load that sun gun up with some Frank's hot sauce. So, all right, turn it up a little bit. Now I'm going to go back outside. There you go. Watch that turkey bacon cook. And we'll go outside on this. Oh, I wanted to show you something. We'll show you out the front window here. And I do shoot short videos of this, but you can see it live, all right? Right there. There's a female palm in bloom. And lots of palms here. This is a view from the living room window. And then I'm going to look down on that tree fern for you, okay? Let's look down on that tree fern for you. If I go out onto that deck, it kind of craps out the signal. There's the fronds. That's this year's flush of fronds for the spring. They're just about finished unfurling. There's a few little nubbins on the end that have to unfurl, but that is the Dicksoni Antarctica Tasmanian tree fern. All right? Okay, so let's, there's one of Wendy's quilts she made. Wendy's made a lot of cool quilts and art. Look at that. She made that back in high school. Isn't that cool? All right, so let's go back out here and flip it around. There we go. And we're still getting a signal too. Yeah, try turkey bacon sometime. It's pretty good. Actually, you know what? You really can't tell the difference between real bacon and turkey bacon. Kind of got a smoky flavor. So, and tastes good in BLTs if you like a BLT. Anyway, I hope you guys are having good weather where you are. It is, like I say, beautiful here. And I'm glad you like the videos, Dawn, I'm glad you like the Alaska videos. The tree fern, yeah, we have 4 tree ferns, you know. And the smallest one is our Tasmanian tree fern. The smallest one we have is actually unfurling fronds too. I planted it probably 5 years ago. And we also have 2 Australian tree ferns, and they're unfurling nice fronds right now too. But if we ever move, I'm taking that tree fern with me because it is sentimental, and a dear friend did give that to me, and he says, don't sell it. If you ever move, you take it with you. So I have to do that. I have to take it with me. So they're pretty easy to move. They're kind of heavy. All you do is take a chainsaw, cut it off from the base, cut the fronds off, and then it kind of looks like a rolled out, like a log, and you just take it out, and then you plant it somewhere else. And the trunk consists of roots, so then it will root out, right? And that's the way that one was imported from Tasmania in September 1991. So it's pretty old. So it was imported 34 years ago. And Jones's Nursery in Westminster Highway in Richmond brought a bunch of them in. And I was lucky enough to get that from a friend. Golfton actually was getting cooked today. Wow. So is that warm? Yeah, it's in the 20s here, lower 20s Celsius. But it's even hotter here because we're in the full sun on the deck. So it's really warm on this sun deck here. It's just baking. And I like it. I'm not complaining. I am not complaining. And hopefully the weather will stay like this for Wendy. We actually went to the golf course yesterday and had Mexican food on the greens. There's called Paco's Tacos at Salt Spring Island Golf Course. And it's a 9-hole golf course. And they have the best burrito bowls and burritos and food here on Salt Spring if you like Mexican food. We have a lot of restaurants here on Salt Spring Island, but Paco's Tacos, man, and it's only a 10-minute drive from our place. Due south, don't even have to get into Ganges. It's long before Ganges on Lower Ganges Road, just past Four Corners. And yeah, so I had a burrito bowl, $19, so good. It was a fish burrito bowl. It's like grilled cod on top, a rockfish, grilled rockfish, I think that's what it is, and just loaded up with stuff. So it was so yummy. Wendy's actually eating a leftover burrito today. So let's just see. Saw your plates last time. Oh, the plates. The are you talking about the license plates? Is that what you mean? The license plates are license plates from all over the world, because we have a lot of different license plates. I think my best one is Guam, and I've 2 or 3 from Hawaii. I think I have some from Alaska too. Panama, got a bunch of them. Collect everything. That's the problem. I got too much junk. I gotta start downloading some of the stuff, getting rid of it as I get older, right? At 61 years old, I don't really need any more stuff. At this age, you don't want to collect any more stuff. Oh, you saw the plates. Oh, the Mexican food. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it was good. Oh my God. Actually, I'm hungry for Mexican food right now. It was good. So Wendy had, what did she have? She had a burrito. She had a chicken burrito. And it's a 1 pound burrito. And she's eating half of it right now. Did you eat your burrito? Hey, Wendy, did you eat your burrito or are you having your burrito? Okay, she's got half a burrito left. They're big burritos. They're like huge. I mean, she couldn't even eat the whole thing. So 1 pound burrito, they were $17 last year. I think they're like $19 or something. So it's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, the sun is burning my eyes out here. I don't know if I can probably show you the small tree fern. I'm going to show you it, and I'm going to show you the fronds unfurling on it right now. I'll show you the small tree fern right here. There's our smallest Tasmanian tree fern, and look at the little fronds unfurling there. There's 1, 2, and you shouldn't touch those when they unfurl because they'll turn black. That's last year's fronds right there. It stayed evergreen here. So that is a small Tasmanian tree fern. I've had it in the ground about 5 years. They're pretty slow growers. Believe it or not, there's a little trunk underneath that leaf mulch. And then I'm going to show you some black petunias. Black petunias are awesome. Look at this. Dog. Aren't those amazing? Those are jet black petunias. They're pretty cool. They're not fragrant. They're all show and no go. But it's the first year we've grown them. And then, of course, there's Wendy's lilacs. That's a French lilac. She's got a bunch of lilacs around here. There's the arbutus trees. Absolutely beautiful. My favorite native tree besides the Pacific wax myrtle, which we have about, I think we have 4 or 5 of them in the garden, Pacific wax myrtle trees. They're only native out here to the islands, actually to the west coast of Vancouver Island, Tofino, Ucluelet, Bamfield, all that stuff. But yeah, everything's been doing really, really well. It was a normal winter. Can you tell me about those, what is it, boats? About those 50 boats in the harbor. Well, there's lots of boats in our harbor because people live on those boats. They kind of like get a mooring block and they're just kind of like, we call it, what do they call that? Squalor Bay. Just kind of like a bunch of, some of them are pretty junky boats. And yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with those things, but there's lots of boats in our harbor and they're just kind of like people that live on the boats. They're liveaboards, right? They are liveaboards on those boats. And it does kind of look kind of messy out there, but there's no place to live on the Gulf Islands. It's impossible to find a place to rent here, man. Really difficult. But yeah, you look out off Ganges Harbor there and you look out there, mooring blocks, and some of them were actually crashed up along the shoreline there. The ones where the military guys had. Oh, yeah, that was weird. I forgot about that. That's right. That was several years ago. I remember. Did I shoot a video on that? Or did some weird? I didn't understand what they were doing. If it was some sort of training mission. Even Starlink craps out sometimes. You did. So I did shoot that one. I don't remember. I got so many videos. You got to remember, I got about 25,000 videos on Banana Day SSI. So I totally forget what I have on there sometimes, man. I'm going to grab my dinner here. I think everything's pretty much ready. Right. Overcook it, right? But anyway, yeah, I don't know what that was all about. It was some sort of training thing, I guess. I mean, we're not at war with anybody. So that's a good thing. Let me get my plate and scrape some of this stuff up onto my plate because I'm getting hungry. Anyway, yeah, you know, I've been shooting videos every day since 2008, so I have a lot of videos on there. Oh, yeah. So, I think I copied a video that one of my workmates actually shot of the swing. It was Chad. And yeah, that was the, I call that paranormal at the playground. That's pretty strange, isn't it? Yeah, coworker Chad shot that. One of my guys I worked with in the parks department. I remember one time, and we've seen it swing more than once. And I was out there mowing the lawn. I was on the tractor. It was on the south end of the island, and I was mowing the park there. And all of a sudden, his iPhone stopped working. I said, that's weird. So he wanted to get a video. So another time he saw it swinging and he got a video of it. And you know, the History Channel paid me, when was it? It might have been 4 years ago. They paid me about $350 US for that video. And they used it on one of their shows. And actually they've used Wendy's Bigfoot video. It was a few years ago, and they paid her some pretty good money for it on the History Channel. The proof is out there. And actually, just did a interview, so a kind of like a Skype with a lady in Florida and a lady in New Jersey that are like part producers of the show. And they said if they use her video, they will pay her $800 US for the Bigfoot video if they use it for the show. Well, for the interview, they just paid us over $100 US for an interview. But they're going to be hopefully using it, and then she'll get paid more money for her Bigfoot video. And it's a good video she shot. That was early August 2013. So check it out on this channel. It's called Bigfoot or Sasquatch sighting near Port Renfrew. We don't know if it was a Bigfoot, but that's what it's titled, right? It was titled that. We're not sure what we saw that day. You know, when we were in Alaska, we saw a grizzly bear, but there's no grizzly bear that far south on Vancouver Island that I know of. It didn't look like an elk, but it was certainly something big. You know, I don't know, maybe it was just a bear standing up on its hind legs. Who knows? But you watch the video and you can decide. There's been lots of YouTubers break it down. They've asked Wendy if they could take her video and break it down to analyze it, and they couldn't find anything fake about it, which is true because it's not fake. It's something we saw, but we don't know what we actually saw that day. So check it out. Bigfoot sighting near Port Renfrew. It was kind of freaky, whatever it was. And that was kind of the first video she shot. And it's on this channel. Okay, now I'm going to put some water in this pan. I got my food. Okay, hang on. Hang on, guys. I'm not done yet. I'm going to put some Frank's hot sauce. Get at your piece. Thanks for your guys' content. Thanks, Dawn. Thanks for watching. I'm just putting some water in that cast iron pan. We always do cast iron cooking because cast iron cooking, you got to watch Teflon. And there's nothing wrong with Teflon, but once you scratch Teflon, it's not good for you. That's what I hear, right? So we do everything in cast iron here. All right, so now I'm going to get the Frank's hot sauce, and I'm going to load it up. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, Dawn. Peace and cheers to you. Now I'm going to get my Frank's and load it up with my Frank's hot sauce because, oh my God, I'm just about out of Frank's. This is not good. This is not good, folks. There we go. It's going to be much better with Frank's on it. Frank's makes everything taste better. There. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around. There. That's what I'm eating for dinner. And then I'll just read your comments. I'm starving, man. I haven't eaten since... I think I had yogurt for... Early in the morning, I had some yogurt when I was at work. But I eat it as I work. You know what I mean? I don't stop. I don't take any breaks. Okay. There we go. Let's try this bacon. Oh, that Frank's hot sauce is hot. That went down the wrong way and made me sneeze. We are live. I think so. Thanks for watching, guys. And we will see you next time. Cheers. From the Gulf Islands. There.